I'm gonna click on some third strike action. Yeah, you can hold up as soon as the ultra freeze, and you can jump out, and then you gotta jump in combo punish. Look at Dudley. Look at Yun. This Dudley is F. Shit's loud to me. Yeah, that's a famous match. EX run has 2 hits of armor, so you can EX run as they do a scissor kick, and then they do the ender. And the 2 hits of armor will absorb the scissor kick, and then the ultra 2 will punish it. Oh, that was such a fuck up. The Dudley missed the punish. Pretty hard, too. Low strong into, like, strong machine gun blow. I don't even know what he was trying for. This is Dudley. I was going to say Dudley should just block. The max damage off of command grabs was not going to be that high. That was probably like the most possible damage you could have gotten. The instant overhead. That was unpunishable. Ooh, dude, that Yun made a good comeback. Comebacks are very accessible in this game. Any character can make a comeback from any amount of health. Maybe not any character. Remy and 12 have a hard time making a comeback. That's a cool ender. That doesn't work on all characters. The ender doesn't add a whole lot of damage. The ender is mostly for getting a lot of Gennady and meter back. Good enders can give you like 50% of your Gennady bar back. Holy shit, this Yun is good. He's just trying to get that Gennady nice and cheap. Whoa, jump back, fear speed, and EX upper. Why was he even doing that? Guy Super is pretty good, or rather you get a lot of opportunities for it. Dude, Piera, Vanao. This is awesome. Round start, empty cancel. Oh, that hit confirm. That doesn't work on all characters. Crutch, short crutch, jab, hard uppercut. That's quite a precise hit confirm. Talking about fucking Aruka. Denjin Hadoken is kind of strong versus Remy. Surprisingly, Ryu doesn't have a whole lot of time to walk in after a blocked, or after a successful, what do you call it, Denjin. The opponent can shake out if he does almost anything besides the immediate combo, and the opponent can actually shake out the immediate combo if they're insanely fast shaking. So, oftentimes, Ryu will, instead of walking forward and doing a big punish, he'll just, like, jump in immediately and do a smaller punish. Like, he'll go for low strong or stand strong into, like, a Tatsu, instead of, like, a crouch fierce. It's a mix-up, but he fucked up even the initial Hadoken, which wasn't a mix-up. This is bad. This is almost unwinnable. That throw is a mix-up with a meaty stand forward, which would have led to a super. There it is. Ooh, that combo! He dropped. This is... but now... Piero nearly made a huge comeback. Piero's so good. Oh shit, it's Fugu. This is the aura that doesn't play much like me. He's still really good, but he doesn't play much like me. I like that. Jump around house into immediate overhead. I do that and I have good success ratio with it. It's like a good thing to go for. Anti-R stand fierce. He got the full combo. His timing is peculiar. Alright, what's the setup? Shit! That's the setup I use. Not bad. Auras, a lot of auras have really similar tech. I mean, it's the tech of the character. There's a lot of freedom with aura, though. Aura's the kind of character who, like, 2 auras can be very dissimilar and still good. Well, he reduced the damage he took a little bit. I think Ryu Super 3 is probably the best super for Ryu. A lot of people treat all three supers as viable, which they are. But, ooh, empty cancel. Doesn't work on fucking Aura, though. Like, no crouch fierce into any version except EX of Donkey Kick works on Aura. That was weird. Weird ender. Jump in stomp is safe. Most jump in attacks are safe. That was nice. Reuse low forward anti, like, low profile some of Aura's pokes. The strategy of Shinshou is lane parries, because it does the most damage generously of all of Ryu's supers. And you can land it off of any parry. The strategy of Shinshou is that your super is so fucking powerful that it makes opponents scared. And when opponents are scared, they eat throws a lot. Yeah, Tame Biscuit got it. The strategy is fear. Lena is cool. Lena's so basic in this game. She doesn't play the same game as every other Street Fighter character, but she's not bad. The only other character who plays the same game as her is Chun-Li, which is why they're frequently compared. Chun-Li, Elena's like a half Chun-Li, half like Dudley. Something really weird going on with her. With her character archetype. It's an entirely footsie-based character in a game where characters are usually based on very in-close. She's based on like, she's like the Vega, I guess. Vega's a bit strong, but she's not like Vega, but she's got the same kind of area of expertise, which is the ranged close footsies, if you know what I mean. Like, you look at Chun-Li in Street Fighter 4, her footsie range is like fucking half screen or more. And then you look at Vega in Street Fighter 4 and his range is like quarter screen, you know what I mean? Elena's like a quarter screen character. Oh. Elena plays somewhat in close, but more ranged than most third strike characters. Dang, but now I was controlling that corner. She's dead. Bitch is dead. He did a dash. He knew it. He didn't even have time for the jump in because it was such a poorly charged engine. It was like the best engine that he could have done there. But he had to do a very short charge, which means that he was very minus, which gave the opponent lots of shaking time. What the fuck? It's Aruka, but he's playing Ryu. Versus Issei Yun. Issei is a very good Yun player, but he like dropped off ages ago, so I haven't seen him play forever. So this is pretty weird footage, because this is like pretty recent. 2014. Aruka's, I've never seen him play Yun. I've never seen him play anyone except fucking Ibuki. But he's like the best Ibuki, or he was back when Ibuki was fucking never played. He was like generously the best Ibuki. I'm pretty sure it's impossible for Yun to combo out of crouch medium kick and take an Adrian. But I see Yuns go for it so much. I assume just for the safe activation. But I've never seen one combo out of it. Empty jump, light shoulder. He's probably trying to get that activate. Dang, you guys are all the same, the only viewer. This should kill, unless he massively fucks up. Yeah, he did like the fucking He had the most baby combo. That's the undroppable Ganaging combo. Repeated medium shoulder. It does no damage. That's like the kind of combo they probably intended when they designed Ganaging. But Ganaging, the potential was too high. People found some really crazy shit with it. Soon I will be Twitch partnered and we will all be able to post emotes of a sloth face palming. This should kill. A sloth face palming you get by typing Bafael. Fugu may indeed be a blowfish, that sounds correct. Or his penis. Everyone think about some emotes that my chat should have. Those are two. Crutch Fierce, stay around the house. Oh, the crutch medium kick, what the fuck? That's corner only. That was a tricky reset. I would have done 3 forward dashes into instant air. Stomp. And Sloth with kawaii eyes and a blush. That's one of them. Bafael. That'll be Bafael. The Sloth with kawaii eyes. Does Ken in Ultra Street Fighter 4 have any good frame traps? Yes, a lot. That's like his big advantage over other Shadows. His frame trap game is insane. Every single blocked step kick is -2, and it gives you... Normally, minus frames are bad for a frame trap, but for frame traps into admissible moves, minus frames are actually good. So if you do like a step kick into a hard show, you can F80C. That's very tricky to deal with. Versus like step kick throw. Or like stand medium kick. You can get easy frame traps off of that because it's plus a lot, and you can combo it into crutch medium kick when it hits. And you can do car throw after, and if they take a throw, like they're out of throw range, but if you do a car throw, they're in throw range. Aura's arm. I will consider Aura's arm. That should be safe, yeah. Crying one, Bafael. You guys! These are all good ideas. Alex is loved because he's a unique gameplay style, but he's disliked because he sucks. Nice. That's easier on Alex than most characters, but it was cool. I might have like a trophy with Bafael on it. That would actually be good. And everyone just posted at the end of a tournament. I gotta make a list of these. These are pretty good. My chat can think up better emotes than I can think up. For real. That probably won't happen. I'm gonna make a notepad file of some of the better ones though. Well, hold on. Bafael. Sloth face palm. Bafael. Sloth crying. Bafael. Anime blush. What else? Baf cup. Real Skelly. Aura's wiener. Those are my favorites. A quiet alpaca, because why not? Tempting. I don't know how many emotes you get when you first get partnered. I know you can get more if you're popular enough. I'm gonna avoid doing one for a Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 5 character until, like, I don't know. I want to avoid doing one for a main in case my main ever changes, because I tend to change mains a lot. Lena's third strike win pose. It would be impossible to do a Baf Kappa. Most of these I could make, though. How do we know the sloth that we can already type isn't making a Kappa face? I'm not a master of sloth emotions. This is like the classic. This is probably the third strike matchup that happens the most in tournaments of any matchup. Ken versus Chun-Li is just very common. It'd be kind of fun to have a get good emoticon. Stand strong, stand fierce. He didn't even punish a dash in. Chun-Li dashed in, then tried to do something. There's no counter hit indicator in this game, and counter hits do absolutely nothing. That's one thing this game lacks. I feel like a counter hit indicator would be good even if counter hits didn't do extra damage or frame advantage. Who does Fei Long suffer against? More important question, who does Sakura suffer against? What are Sakura's really bad matchups? I can't immediately think of like bad matchups for Sakura. I don't know her matchups. I'm sure she has some. Anyone with footsies? Damn. Sakura loses to Blanca? That's a neat one. Home Depot emote. That hits too close to home. Hits too close to Home Depot. I like my job. I didn't like the idea that I was going to work for Home Depot, but I took it because I wanted to work and make money. But Home Depot's fine. Yeah, I've seen the Panty Shot compilation. Approximately 3 people linked it to me. You were one of them, I guess. I watched the whole thing. My favorite one was Shima's jump special move that she like swings her sword extra wide. Ugh. Should have done the 2-hit confirm. Why the fuck would you ever do the 1-hit confirm? It loses damage. Just search YouTube like fucking Yatagara's Panty Shot. Who have you got for Evo? You mean who's gonna win Street Fighter 4? Is that what you're asking? I think that the winners of Evo, I feel like the top 8 of Evo will contain Daigo, Infiltration, uh, Momochi, and hold on, who was it? I've like forgotten my own list. Shen. Daigo, Infiltration, Momochi, and Shen. I feel like all of those guys will be there. And then I feel like at least 2 of these 4 players. Smug, Snake Eyes, Dominion, and Piarog. And then 2 wild cards. That's my top 8 for Evo. I feel like the Euros have a good chance too. Luffy or Problem X or someone. Andreas. Reinhardt. I feel like one of them could be there. Maybe 2. Dang, Rog's gonna go far with that. He should take a Tylenol, that shit works. Yeah, GF Money, it's an option select. That's the I'm not good option select. That's the I play a bad character option select too. You have some artificial limiter on yourself, and then fucking, if you win, you're a pro, and if you lose, it's expected. You really don't have to look hard for those Ponzus, just for, what's her face? Kotaro. Her Ponzus are everywhere. It's hard to ignore them. Dang, food poisoning sucks. I've had food poisoning. Don't get me started on Hanzo. They didn't even bother putting her in the panty shot compilation. One of Elena's little struggles is she has very bad ways of hit confirming her super. She can parry and then low strong super, but apart from that, her super confirms are almost non-existent. She has a relatively easy time landing juggled super 1, but juggled super 1 does literally no damage. This Elena is probably going to have to parry a super in a second here. Ooh! Empty jump low short. Yo, that should have been cancelled uppercut though, not super. They were both going to kill. It's really scary being up against the Chun-Li when you've got chip health. I've gotten the red parry on Elena's super, but I've also fucked it up. I fucked it up a lot more than I've gotten it. But it's not a super hard red parry. You got a lot of room between the hits to get that red parry, and it's a three frame window with very predictable timing. The only problem is you block it really fast and you parry really slow. Blocking it's like dot 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 dot, and parrying it's like dot dot dot. So you have to block like fucking. You have to block and then be ready for the parry timing. So it's like dot 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 dot. As soon as you get the parry, you have to slow it way the fuck down in your head. Did I get my hands on Street Fighter 5? I played it at Anime Expo, but that's it. I've already pre-ordered the game if that's what you're asking. Wow, I didn't know that. That's funny. Chun-Li's crouch medium kick has a fuck long cancel window. A lot of people think it's a Link because of how slow it is. That's one of the harder ones, but no, most hit confirms are not that bad. Any 2-hit hit confirm is pretty easy. I do Aura stand strong and I hit confirm that shit to super all day every day. That's a punish. Also, I got my capture card, even though PS4 doesn't explicitly need it. I got one that works with PS3 and PS4, which is neat. I now have a capture card. I'm looking at it right now. Supposedly a pretty nice one. Really good reviews on Amazon. It was on sale too. It's normally like 170 bucks. I got it for like 120. Also, I had to pay a lot of money this week. Shit. I have like a decent amount of expendable income now. Not a decent amount, but like, you know, I make more money than I spend. But between applying for law school, which was expensive as hell, and like buying my PS4, which I finally have, and getting this capture card, and like a bunch of shopping for fucking preparations for Evo and for preparations for my mom and brother going on vacation, I spent like I spent a shit ton of money. I spent almost like $1,000, which was almost like fucking the entirety of my fucking Pella that I was leaning on. My PSN is literally Bafael. I forget the email account tied to it. I will look at this in a minute. Jump dive kick is the realest shit in this game. You guys can all add me if you want. Word of warning though, I'm not on PSN that much. Actually, I don't even play like PSN at all for Street Fighter. But sometimes when my friends come over, one of them will boot up my PS3 and just play Street Fighter on it. And he plays on my account. And then he's like pretty good. He's not like a bad player. But I always get people after the fact like fucking messaging me like, "Are you Bafael?" And I mean, I am Bafael, but the person that they fought was not me. It is my boy Plucky Pariah. And then I always rag on him if he sucks. And like he's playing on my account. It's like, wow, people are gonna think that's me. An easy way to tell is he plays Cody and I never ever play Cody. Like, I toxically avoid Cody. You'll know me because my icon is a little Remy. Kore umai. That was impressive. That's what that means. Or rather, I suppose it means this was impressive. I'm probably gonna do corporate law. I like you didn't even mention criminal, and there's also a bunch of other laws. There's like international law and fucking copyright law and all that shit. It's not that hard to meet me. Just go to SCR. I'll be there. I was there last SCR, but literally no one knows what I look like. So I was there all covertly. Oh, this is gonna be... he parried early. So mix up. But everyone always parries early. No one respects the mix up. The taunt! You can't lose a round and then taunt. Even if you get a perfect. You can't demonstrate that you lose and then fucking taunt. I don't taunt very often, but I don't think I've ever taunted and then lost a match. I honestly don't know what to watch for Evo because I want to watch everything. Dang. That probably should have been EX. Oh, the return taunt. If that was EX, that would have been a lot of damage. Yeah, after kill taunts are the truest taunts. I don't remember if you could do that in vanilla. I remember you could do stuff after the kill, but I don't think you could taunt. Bonk, bonk, bonk. This is a matchup that's famously hard for Aura, but now current intel, i.e. Kuroda, says it's 5-5. I do not believe it for a second. The big thing that makes Aura really good against the cast on a theoretical level is Super 2, which technically works on Yun, but it's really shitty because it builds almost no meter and uses a lot really fast. So he needs like 2.5 bars to kill Yun. I've seen competitive Garo on like YouTube. It's weird. Yeah, I'm gonna tune into Melee. I don't know about Smash 4. I'm gonna tune into MKX. I'm gonna tune into KOF13 and SF. Those are the ones I'm certain I'm gonna watch. But I'll probably tune into like Guilty Gear as well, just to see what's going on. On Finals Day, I'm literally gonna watch everything. I'll watch the finals of every fucking game. Oh my god. This is about as bad as this match can go. A tweet. Thank you. The Street Fighter stream will be on SRK Evo 1 and Capcom Fighters. What the fuck? The re-corner. That ended up being alright. I think you need stand like hit car dash punch in order to get that Nora. Arigato. 谢谢. Look at that. All those instant overheads. He was too fast though. He accidentally did 2 instant overheads too close together, which made the rocks not hit. You gotta have slight delay between each action. Ooh. Good meaty crutch, medium kick. Soccer is quite a balanced character, I suppose. Oh, I like that. That's a smart idea.